What's up everybody, once again my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario 3D Land. In the last episode we completed up Special World 7, and in this episode, well, we're headed off to Special World 8, the very last Special World, so it's the beginning of the end if you will. All of these levels do require quite a bit of star coins. Thankfully we have all of them up to this point, so we shouldn't have any problem accessing these levels at all. For now though, let's jump into Special 8-1, and I do want to address something real quickly. I got a comment in the last episode that basically said my commentary was not consistent, and that is something that I actually try to do when I commentate videos. When I state an opinion or a fact about the game, I try and stay consistent with that throughout the entire Let's Play if I ever bring it up again, and apparently in the Special Worlds, actually, it is true, in the Special Worlds, I have changed my thoughts and opinions on them quite a bit, and now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, however, for, you know, people watching multiple episodes in a row, continuity-wise, doesn't really make sense, so I kind of want to just take this little bit of time that I have and address that real quick. So, the main reason I think why the commentary isn't really continuity, or the continuity of the commentary hasn't stayed the same throughout the entire Special World, is that I don't really like the Special Worlds, so you know, as we go through them, my opinions on them change and morph around the way that I sort of feel about the levels of that particular Special World, and as a whole, like I've said, they reuse too much of the content. It doesn't provide for a unique experience, so I don't really like that. But the gimmick levels as well, when they're done in short, like maybe 1 or 2 gimmicks per Special World, they're not that bad, but an entire Special World made out of them, kind of annoying. The levels become, you know, short, and they sort of blend together, so they're not really memorable at all, and that's basically how I feel about them. So that was just a quick roundup of, I guess, my feelings up to this point of the Special World, and I hope that sort of helps clear that up and clear my opinion up of the Special Worlds of this game, and sort of makes it a little bit more concise. But anyways, here we are, Special 8-2. This is actually a really fun level. I do like this level a lot. Basically, any level with, like, these rotating platforms like this, it is kind of fun. I do like them. These ones move a little bit quicker than I would like them to, but, you know, provides an extra challenge, so I'm up for it. Very first star coin that was going to be right over here. Getting the star coins in this Special World actually isn't that hard. It hasn't been hard for really any of the Special Worlds, actually, now that I think about it, but you do actually need a Tanuki Leaf for this particular star coin over here. Let's just hop in this pipe, and on the other side, we have a little, like, Tanuki tail thing that we can spin. Now, there's 2 item boxes that you can sort of, ground pound to get an item. That gives you 2 chances to get a Tanuki Leaf if you don't have one, so that's kind of nice of them to put that there, but since we already have one, you know, whatever, we'll just bypass that completely. I could have probably stopped there to try and get something for my secondary power-up slot, but, yeah, whatever. We'll leave it for now. And oh, no, crap. That is not what I wanted to do, but thankfully, we actually managed to survive that. I need to focus on my gameplay a little bit more here for a second. And actually not die, so that'd be nice. I almost did it again. That would have been just something else, wouldn't have? Alright, so I believe the very last star coin is at the end of this very long platform. Oh no, it's actually over to the right down there. We need to ride this sort of downwards, and we can just float and grab that. However, I'm not going to risk it, so I'm just going to sort of jump here every now and again and wait for it to come back around, take the easy route. You know, don't want to die for no reason. But that is going to end up the level. Make sure you go in this teleportation over to the left, and that way you can get yourself your golden flagpole. And oh, look at that! That one actually does give you a 1-up. Yay! Alright. There we go. Not too shabby. So, now we get to move on to something that I actually really like about this Special World. I'm gonna go ahead and coin the term right now, Castle Rush, because that's about what is gonna happen right now. Let's move on to the next thing. We have 250 star coins to unlock it. So, let's see what we get here. Yeah, that's right. We got a castle mid-Special World. So, basically, how this is going to work is, if I remember correctly, the remaining levels are all either castles, airships, or like a mini tower like we had in the second half of World 8. And I honestly think that is a really cool concept. I mean, they do reuse, like, pretty much all the castles, and I think that actually could have been used a little bit more. Like, normally I would be against reusing stuff, but in this case, I think it's kind of fun, just because the castles are probably some of my favorite level. Like, I know they're short, kind of easy, but they are well designed. I mean, I will give them that. So, if they made every single world in Special World 8 a castle level and sort of redid it like they do with these ones, sort of, you know, keeping all the original enemies, adding sort of a time limit in Shadow Mario to make it a little bit more difficult, I think that would be cool. Plus, they did move the star coins around to different areas as well, so they're not like exactly the same layout as they were in the normal worlds, which is sort of the same for all of the, you know, reused levels in the special worlds. But yeah, so I do like the concept of sort of Castle Rush all the way to the very last castle of the game. I think that's really, really cool. Anyways, the last star coin is hidden in that pillar. That one is very, very easy to miss. Like, I can't tell you how many times I actually had to look up a guide to find that one on my original playthrough. So you know what? It was beyond me getting that. Anyways, over here, we do need to use Shadow Mario to break through some of these pillars. So yeah, just run a circle like that, and he should just break them for you. Really, really easy. I mean, it might look hard, but it's really not. And we are already done with our very first castle. So I'm going to go ahead and equip my Tanuki Leaf, make sure we can get that golden flagpole, and we will move on to the next one, which might be an airship. I'm not entirely sure if they alternate from castle to airship or what the exact layout is, but I guess that's for us to find out in a quick second now, isn't it? It is kind of weird though, like, they still play the castle completion theme at the end of it. I mean, it is a castle, yeah, but like, you expect that to be at the end of a world, not just the end of like, the middle of a world. I guess it does mark a good, like, halfway point, but still, I don't know. Anyways, actually, a good thing to address is all those exclamation marks on the world map down on the bottom screen. Those are just because I have mushroom houses there, not because I haven't completed those worlds. So, figured I'd mention that while we're here. Anyways, oh yes, so this is the one that's actually a mini fortress run. Like, this is similar to the second half of World, or regular World 8, pretty much. So, this is like a little fortress that we have to go through here now. And again, the time limit is indeed with us. I don't believe there's Shadow Mario in this one, is there? It doesn't seem like it now, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure there isn't, though. So at least we have that pressure off us. Time trials aren't really that hard to begin with anyways. Very first star coin is back here. Yeah, you don't actually even need to, like, spin on this little corkscrew thing. I learned that, like, just the other day, so that was actually really awesome. Saves you a little bit of time there as well, and time is important in this level, that is for sure. But don't worry, there's more than enough clocks spread around this level anyways, so you shouldn't really have to worry about it too much. Like, we have 50 seconds, which is quite a lot for a time trial level. Like, I think normally they should keep you around like 20 or 30 seconds, but yeah, no, 50 seconds seems a little bit too comfortable for my taste. The second star coin is coming up over here. It's actually it's actually over lava. So what I like to do is sort of center this little thing, like right up with this other platform, sort of run over, grab it, and then land back on it, and then you could just jump on your little cylinder platform again. It's kind of, I mean, it's not really confusing, but I could have explained that a lot better. I was getting confused over my own words there for a second. Happens to everybody, though, especially when sort of commentating for long periods of time. Anyways, though, I believe the last star coin is actually, yep, it's off to the right over here. Now, what I like to try and do is grab this and then sort of float in that gap right there. Yes! Alright, for a second there, I thought I was going to die and have to restart the entire level. That would have been really, really disappointing. However, we made it, and we are at the end of this level already, so let's just float and grab ourselves that golden flagpole of victory. Alright, man, we are making quick work of these castles, although, like I said, they are pretty quick. Plus, we've played most of these levels before anyways, so the layout is kind of fresh in my mind. And we're already, wow, we are already on the 5th level of this special world. 270 coins to unlock it. It is getting up there, isn't it? Oh, and it's an airship, too. Well, this is just going to get more and more fun as time goes on, isn't it?
Let's go.
Oh, and of course it's going to be a Shadow Mario race. Oh, and at least we don't have to worry about time, though, so that's actually kind of nice. And is this the airship that we actually went through in World 7, I believe? So yeah, like, this is the airship that we went through in the last episode. Wow, okay. That is very, very fresh in my mind then. So this actually shouldn't be that hard. As long as the ladder isn't too different. Oh, look. There's our second star coin already. And wow, okay. He just demolishes that platform completely. Wow. You only got like one shot to get that coin. And again, these platforms do move very, very quickly, so be careful. And the Tanuki Leaf actually does help out a lot in this, especially since it does slow, like, Shadow Mario down quite a bit, so very, very useful to have in this level, actually. Alright, now, I believe the third and final star coin is going to be off to the left here. Yep, there it is. Alright, so let's grab that, and, well, the goal is already in sight, or at least the ship that the goal is on is already in sight, so that was actually a very, very short and quick level. That wasn't hard at all. That could have been a lot more difficult if they tried, I think. Anyways, though, let's just go and grab our golden flagpole. Poor Shadow Mario, he just gets destroyed once we finish the level before him. So sad. It's really not even a race, actually, because he just follows us, so even if we, like, went towards the pole and passed it, he still wouldn't beat us to it. Yeah, whatever. But hey, check it out! We are already at the end of this special world. 290 coins, we have 291. We just barely made it. Anyways, though, here we go. The last castle of Special World 8. And we've got another timed castle to go through here, and is this the very first castle, actually? Or a remake of the very first castle? Or maybe it's... yeah, it's a world that's early on in the game. It's got to be at least 1 through 3. I can't think of anything else that's later on, because this is like very early on Mario 3D Land castle design. I can't actually remember, though. Whatever, it's really not that important. I don't know why. My mind just got stuck on that for a second, you know? Like, it's like when you're listening to a song and trying to figure out what it is. You just can't, like, go to sleep or something until you figure out what song it is. That's, like, sort of the same thing where you're trying to figure out which castle design this is. Anyways, so, we'll move on and try to actually focus a little bit more. Actually, no, this is a little bit later on in the game, because now there's going to be Boomerang Bros up here, or Hammer Bros in this case. So yeah, maybe it's like World 6? I don't know, I can't remember. It's gonna kill me not to remember that. Whatever, though. Alright, so we've got 2 of the 3 star coins already. The very last one, I believe, is up... Actually, it's during the boss fight. Yeah, so I believe that the last star coin is during the boss fight, so let's get over there and try and collect that. We're doing decent on time. I mean, we could have more, but we should have enough to just run through it. I might have to make this Bowser fight a little bit quicker than I would have liked to, so I might have to just sort of take a hit and run through it and hope for the best. Although we do have like a minute so far, so that's not too bad. Let's try and just run past Bowser over here and get past them. The last star coin is actually where Bowser is right now, so if you come over here, you can kind of just see it, collect it nice and easy, and there you go. Alright, I don't have time for you, Bowser. We've only got about 50 seconds left, so work with me here. Alright, yes, thank you. Jumping, no, never mind. Well, okay, that'll work too, I guess. Whatever. It actually worked out a lot better than I expected it to. We didn't have to, like, take a hit there and run for it. Sorry, Bowser. You tried so hard, but in the end, it didn't even matter. That has got to be painful. I'm sorry. Even though you're dead already, that has still got to hurt. And is there anything over here? It doesn't look like it. Alright, whatever. Well, that does it for the very last castle of that Leaf Special World 8. So what do you say? We grab a golden flagpole and wrap up this video. Ah, yes. It is much more fitting to play this theme tune now. Feels good, man. So we're not quite done yet. There's actually one more thing that I do want to do. However, it does require me to play through the entire game as Luigi again, so that might take a little while. But until then, once again guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.